What's going on, everybody? Get the Raging Hub here. It's getting late. I got to get to bed. Uh, got another armed whatever rally to go to tomorrow, out in Lowell, Michigan. If you don't know what's going on, uh, here in Michigan, the Lowell police chief in Lowell, Michigan, uh, basically he was, I don't know what platform it was on, Facebook or whatever it was. He just told a bunch of patriots in town to, you had the right to protect your businesses. And there was some patriots showing their guns off in Lowell, Michigan, and the police chief said, hey, protect your businesses with guns or whatever. Well, the stupid liberal city council members or whatever got their feelings hurt, and like a bunch of little kids, and had to hoist the police chief out of his job for following the Constitution. Hey, as a matter of fact, the Lowell police chief showed up at our rally in Lansing yesterday, speaking. He's still out of a job, but he's looking. I would gladly hire him. So we're going out to Lowell tomorrow. The Michigan Liberty Militia. I'm sure you know who they are if you've been watching my channel. The head guy, I'm sure you've seen him on my video. He came out there speaking at the rally yesterday in Lansing. I went to a small rally today in Brighton, Michigan. It was another patriotic rally. It wasn't much going on. It was just some patriots meeting at a park. StandUpMichigan.com was there. Did a couple videos. But anyway, so tomorrow we're going to Lowell. In support of the chief, and Michigan Liberty Militia is going to be there. They invited us out, so they're inviting anybody out. If you support your Second Amendment, come out. So I'm going to be out there. I got to be out there at 10 a.m. So I got to get up early because it's on the other side of Michigan. So, and I live over on this side. So, I live right about, here's the hand. I live right about, well, okay, I don't live up here. I live right about, right there, I think. I live right about there. I live about halfway between Lansing and Flint. But anyway, yeah, Flint's like 20 minutes away. Lansing's, I don't know, a half hour. I'm about halfway between Lansing and Flint. But anyway, so the other thing I had on my agenda, well, let me see. So I went to Lansing yesterday, and as you know, BLM, they decided to show up, and I, as they showed up, what did I do? I said, hey, welcome to our rally. I didn't say, get the fuck out of here, There was one guy that was on our side that, go home, I'm like, whatever, dude. They got a right to be there. So I didn't intimidate any of them. I didn't throw any signs in their face and say, whatever, intimidate. I said, hey, they showed up with their hands up, and it's right on video. And I said, hey, welcome to our rally, guys, stand with us, that's basically it. So anyway, there's a group out there. I'm not sure if this was the group that showed up in Lansing, but there's a group out there on Instagram that decided to take some of my videos and re-upload it on their Instagram. And the name of that group is Detroit Solidarity Movement. Okay, I'll put the name of the group in the title. It's Detroit Solidarity Movement decided to take a couple of my videos and re-upload them on their IGTV channel, Instagram TV, because you can only upload like a minute on Instagram. So they decided to take my videos and re-upload them on their Instagram. Commit copyright infringement against me. Honestly, I don't even give a shit. If Detroit Solidarity Movement is watching this video, I don't care that you re-uploaded my videos. That's fine. You think a little differently than me. That's perfectly fine. You wanted to show up at my rally in Lansing yesterday, at our rally. That's perfectly fine. You had your hands up, and and you came in peace, so I got to respect you. You didn't cause any problems. There was no fights. There was no abusive behavior. There was a couple arguments back and forth, but, nobody was brutalized, and you came in peace with your hands up. You laid down on the ground, a little bit of disruption, but it wasn't much. And then you stood up with us with your hands up, and then the Michigan Liberty Militia, a couple of guys from the Michigan Liberty Militia escorted you out and you left peacefully with your hands up. So I actually got to give these guys credit. They had balls. They had the guts to show up. They seen all the guns there. You know, we had like 400 something guns there. You know, not that it means anything, but anyway, they showed up. They had. I got to give them credit. I got to give credit where credit's due. You know, they had the balls to show up. They showed up peacefully. They didn't cause any problems, and they left peacefully. And that's the way it should be. And I salute them for that. All right, I got to give them respect. I might not agree with everything they stand for, but I got to give them respect. You know, they got balls, and I respect them for that. It's not like what happened a couple of days ago when I peacefully showed up at a protest in Shelby Township. You know, and I stood my ground. I didn't disrupt anything when I went there. I peacefully went. And what happened? The organizer herself, decided to get in my face and put her sign in my face. And use her teenage daughter and her teenage daughter's friends, who were actual speakers at their rally. Let's get it all out there. To come over and try to intimidate me. Now, I wasn't really intimidated about the girls getting in my face. There was one girl that was really getting in my face. Am I going to be intimidated by a bunch of teenage girls? Well, it's how you handle yourself, you know. I think I handle myself pretty well. And don't worry about how I handle myself. I'm a grown man. I'm 37 years old. I'm going to be 38 in a couple of months. I'm well capable of handling myself, okay? Don't worry about what I do. If you got a problem with the way that I handle myself or anything, you know, you can click off my YouTube channel and go somewhere else, because there is a gazillion YouTube channels out there. So I didn't really have a problem with the girls approaching me. That wasn't the issue. The issue was that one girl, not the daughter of the organizer, but there was another girl that had a mask on. She was really getting in my face and irritating me. It was her, and it was the organizer who stuck her sign in my face, and I told her nicely several times to get it out of my face, and I actually had to push the sign a couple of times to get her out of my face. She was the problem. She was the aggressor. The organizer herself of this rally or little protest that they had in Shelby Township, that was the snake in the grass that was, you know, trying to, you know, intimidate me. Okay? I didn't come there for that bullshit. I came there in peace. I didn't get peace in return. But yet the next day in Lansing, we had our rally. Those guys showed up. And what did we do? Did I stick signs in their face and did I intimidate them? Walk up to them and, you know, did I do that? No. My video shows what I did. They showed up with their hands up, and I respectfully walked over to them and said, "Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to our rally. Welcome." You know, I was nice about it, and they didn't cause any problems, and they left in peace, and I respect them for that. So Detroit Solidarity Movement is throwing some stuff around on Instagram about me. I will say this. I think you need to get a couple of your followers under control, because I'm not going to put up with any doxing or passing private info of me, which a couple of your followers did, which I did take a screenshot of it. Now I know if anything happens, I know who, you know, if anything happens now, we can make this a legal issue. I don't want to make it a legal issue. So I'm just going to ask respectively of Detroit Solidarity Movement to please get your followers under control, okay? Because there was a guy floating around. He said some things. He decided to pass a little private info on me. So if anything happens, well, you know, like I said, I respect the police. You know, you want to get legal action involved. I don't want to do that, but if that's the way you want to go, fine by me. I don't want to do that. So, if you don't like what I say or like how I handle myself on my channel, click the fuck off my channel. Okay? If you're offended by, you know, I'm not going to be intimidated. I know how this works, you know. They try to intimidate conservatives. I'm not saying they're all like that, but you got a select few out there. Let's try to dox them. Let's try to, okay, we're going to get the news, the knock on his door, and guess what? He's not going to come out. He's going to hide inside of his house, and he ain't going to answer the door. And oh yeah, he's gonna censor all his social media accounts. He's gonna lock everything down. Yeah, we're gonna scare him. Guess what? I'm not scared. I'm not ever afraid to show my face. That's one thing about me. Okay, and if the news does show up on my door, I'm gonna answer the fucking door and show my face in the camera and be like, "What do you guys want? What do you guys want?" Okay. 5 years ago, I made a couple of posts. I guess it was anti-Islam posts on Facebook. Somebody got triggered to the point that they had to call the FBI on me. And guess what happened? The FBI called me on the phone. And did I get scared and run off? No. I missed their call. Guess what I did? I called them back and I asked them, "What do you guys want?" "Well, we got to do somebody post, so we got to report that you said something anti-Islam on Facebook, and somebody got offended. We just want to make sure everything's okay." I'm like, everything's fine. If you if you want to talk to me, come to my doorstep. I'm sure you guys got my info. You want to talk in person? We can talk about this in person. I invited the FBI out. I invited the FBI to come to my doorstep. Yeah, they called me on the phone because somebody got triggered on Facebook. This was like 5 years ago. Somebody got triggered on Facebook about an anti-Islam post that I posted on Facebook. And they felt the need to call the FBI on me. So the FBI called me on the phone. How'd they get my number? Hey, our info's out there. But like I said, I'm not afraid to show my face. I'm not afraid to stand up for what I believe in. A coward hides behind a mask. You're not going to see me hide behind a mask. My face is out there. You're not going to see me cower away. That's the way it is. And for all you BLM people out there who think you're going to scare me and get me to go off the internet or hide, I've been on YouTube for 11 years. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, ever. I've been on here. I've had many threats against me in my time on YouTube. And I'm still here. I'm still here. And I'm going to be here for years. So get used to me. That's all I'm going to say. You want to have your little protests. You want to have your rallies. That's perfectly fine. You got a right to under the U.S. Constitution. So that's all I got to say about that. I got to get ready for my armed rally tomorrow. As a matter of fact, if you're in the area, come on out peacefully. If you believe in your Second Amendment rights, to petition the government, our First Amendment right to petition the government, but if you believe in our Second Amendment rights to have our guns, to keep the other amendments in right, that's what I meant to say. I'm getting tired, I know. The freedom to petition the government, that's a constitutional right. Okay, so if you believe in your rights, I'm going to be in Lowell tomorrow, exercising our rights. And I was looking at some Facebook posts here and there about some previous protests that was going on in Lowell, and some lady, I'm not going to say who it was, they decided to, a bunch of white supremacists showed up by my town. Well, what makes you think there's white supremacists there? Number one. And number two, when I was in Lansing yesterday, there was quite a few blacks there with their guns. Okay? So this isn't a white supremacist, whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah, and another thing. The Detroit Solidarity Movement, when I showed up at your rally in Shelby Township 2 days ago, in peace, okay, a couple hours after the rally, what happened, well, not after the rally, but the protest, I should say, a couple of hours after I shot that, video that's going around, where I was intimidated. Well, basically what happened was I got in my car. The video cuts off right before I get to my car. I got in my car. I repositioned my car in another spot because I didn't want any problems. And there was a couple other counter protesters there across the street. So I decided to join them. So that makes three now. And there was three of us, and you got the BLM or the whatever the hell protesters over here, bunch of high school kids or youngsters, yelling at us, whatever, punks. And the three of us were sitting on this side of the road. So the Detroit Solidarity Movement is passing some lies around that this lady tried to run one of the protesters over with the car. And that's absolute bullshit. I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? You're going to hear it from me because it didn't get on video. There is one video that's, you have to go back a little bit in my videos where I did videotape the Shelby Township Police, and you probably see the person sitting on our water, our bottled water, okay? And the girl's like, on our bottled water. Here's what happened, okay? Basically what happened was there was a guy from the VFW. He was a commander of the VFW, veterans. He had a building not far from where this protest was. He came over and gave us bottled water. Us three that were sitting there. There was also, behind us, there was some kind of lumber warehouse behind us. And there was 3 Canadian truck drivers from Canada that came in. They were setting up to, get unloaded. So we had the 3 Canadian truck drivers that came from Canada. And we had me and the 2 other guys standing on the side of the road. So, and we got this guy from the VFW. He came over and said, hey, thank you for your patriotism, and gave us bottled water. So here comes one of the protesters, this punk. She comes across the street and decides, well, I just want to talk. I'm like, all right, come and talk, that's fine. So she decides to sit on our water, just intimidating us. We asked her respectively to, remove your ass. I know what she was trying to do, If I was to, try to grab my water, she would try to say that, I was grabbing her because she turned on her phone, and she would try to make up some stupid story that I assaulted her or something. So I know a little game. So we just let her be. She sat on our water. She farted on it. She got up and, on it, farted on it. And she was just trying to intimidate us. So we just let her be. We let her sit on our water. One of the guys, I guess this is his wife or whatever, came over in a convertible, which you've probably seen on video. She came up on a sidewalk, and a couple of guys were yelling, oh, she's illegally parked, She had her dog with her, German Shepherd. And she's respectfully told the lady, hey, get off our water, or I'm gonna call the cops. And the protester, she still sat on our water, so she called the cops. Shelby Township Police shows up and, identifies us and, talked to the girl. And I guess they went across the street. They talked to a couple of cops went across the street, talked to a couple of protesters, and there was 4 cop cars that showed up. So that's basically what happened. But Detroit Solidarity Movement was putting on their Instagram that, oh yeah, this lady in the convertible tried to run over one of our protesters. Bullshit, that's not what happened. Okay, so you just heard my story of what happened. She came over here, sat on our bottle of water. The lady pulled up in a convertible on the sidewalk a little bit. She called the cops. Part of this is on video, on one of my videos. Some of it's not, because this happened I want to say this happened about a couple hours after my intimidating video against the girls, So that's basically it. I just want to put it out there. What else? I forgot what else I was going to say. When I went to this thing in Shelby Township, I got there by 6:30 p.m. The rally started, or the protest started at 5:36, I think. I got there about 6:30. I only planned on taking a couple of videos, a few pictures, just to see what was going on, and then I was going to leave. But because they did what they did, because the organizer decided to use her teenage daughter and her friends to intimidate me, guess what? I stuck around. I decided, you know what? I'm going to stick around. There was one girl that yelled at me, leave, leave, and it was right in my video, and I said, hey, I'm not going anywhere. I have a right to be here. I'm on public property. So I decided to stick around. So I stuck around to 9:30 p.m. until the whole entire crowd dispersed. I wasn't going anywhere. So anyway, I'm going to get to bed now. Just want to throw that out there. Detroit Solidarity Movement on Instagram. Check them out. They're taking my videos and re-uploading them. I don't care that you do it, but at least you could have asked me first. I would have let you, I would have said yes. I'm a nice guy. You just got to get to know me. I'm a nice guy. But anyway, I'm going to get to bed now. I got to get up in the morning. So if you want, check us out. Lowell, Michigan tomorrow. Michigan Liberty Militia is going to be there. And stay tuned. My question and answer video is coming. I'm going to make it on Sunday. I'm sorry. I just been so busy with rallies and everything else. So it's coming. So just stay tuned, and that's it.